Good morning, guys. Oh, I can do better than that. Hang on. Hey, good morning, guys. Dude, yes. Dude, really cool stuff happening. Strong Friday vibes. Man, Mega GMs. Great to see you, fam. It is Friday, January 24th. Getting to the part of the cycle where, man, normally things cook. Normally things start cooking at the end of January, and especially into February. We might have a really, really hot few weeks ahead of us. I know a lot of us are hoping so, especially after the historic day that we saw yesterday. Man, that was something. We're going to talk about it. Talking about executive orders signed by Donald Trump, touching on the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve. I think they're laying the groundwork for a lot more than that. So really, really exciting stuff. Guys, we got to talk anime coin. Yikes. Anime coin looking a little not great. Not great. We're going to touch on that for sure. Where we think it goes, why it's performing the way it's performing right now. NFTs looking interesting too. There's a lot of stuff happening out there. Let's get into it. Let me hit some GMs real quick. Around world, good morning. China, good morning, brother. It's always great seeing you on Friday here. Christian, good morning. Volatility, good morning. Yes, dude, volatility. Yeah, it's good news, great news. Stockpile. Dead, good morning. By the way, I got to say thank you, guys. Yesterday's stream was awesome, and it's bull market vibes, and I feel through the YouTube side of things how much things are really starting to ramp up. There's a lot of new people coming in. You can tell, you can feel it, right? And I get to see it in the numbers. I pay attention to the numbers just because it helps me feel out like kind of the momentum here in crypto. And yesterday was a day on the channel, especially, guys, hit an all-time high in a few ways. All-time high with concurrent viewers, like the number of people watching live. Our stream yesterday morning, I think we peaked at about 180 people watching live. It's not counting over on X, which they never show that metric, right? But 180 people just right over here on YouTube watching live. I would bet another 100, 200, whatever on X. Really, really cool to see that stuff. And then the stream just total, the views were, I think we're creeping up to like 5K on the stream. And then I told you guys that this year we were focusing on doing more with the content. And a little example of that is taking out just chunks, like just specific chunks out of the stream, putting them up as clips. They reach a different audience. It helps for growth. And so yesterday started doing that, and we put up a clip just of anime coin, and it's doing, guys, it's doing great. So that is big time thanks to you guys. Big time thanks to you guys. And especially when you guys like the show and share the show, and even just dropping comments in the videos helps so much. So keep at it, and thank you. And as we do whitelists coming up, I'm going to find a way to keep driving whitelists, but especially to people who are, I don't know, somehow if you're sharing the show, liking, I'm going to find a way to make it rewarding for the people who are super engaged, and of course the guys who are here early. So be aware, I'm going to be looking for ways to do that. That said, we gave away a whitelist, or opened up a whitelist opportunity on the second half of the show yesterday. And I'm going to drop that whitelist right here. This is for the Red Rum Mint coming up next week. It's going to, look, I think it's going to be a hot mint. I do. It's the art cycle really starting to pick up from a great artist who has collectors. I think there's something special there. I'm going to mint this one. I am. But we have 8 spots here to give away. I have 2 more spots I'm going to give away via the Bull. I'm going to have him pick some winners here too. So, yeah, Dad, you got to tell him yourself to give you those tokens. He's a dick. But you got to keep at him. He will send him. If he sends you an Explorer link, you're going to get him. But that said, guys, Man, I got so much to get to today. That said, let me also drop a link here in the chat. If you're on the afternoon show, you saw this too, but I have a Google form to send you guys. This is a form for a pre-sale token of not Bull, but Slam. Okay, it's the Slam token. You do not have to buy. On this form, don't submit your real name. You don't have to do that. You can use a burner email. But what this is for is to get your base address. Okay? With your base address, we're going to airdrop you some Bull tokens. That's it. The end. That simple. This form, guys, gets you some base tokens, some Bull tokens over on base, I should say. So there you go. Fill it out. This is not going to be open too long. I imagine this is going to end. It's maybe at the end of today. In fact, I think we have some big news coming for you today. So I'll touch on these again throughout the show, but I want to drop it for you guys who are here early. But again, thank you for freaking everything. And again, you just hanging, engaging, all that shit. Let me also drop the stream here just for you guys to throw a like on that, the X stream. And man, if you guys are watching on X, over on the YouTube side is where people are usually hanging out and chatting. So just a heads up about that. Let's see. Hoods, good morning. Six Hole, good morning. Cosmos GM, Coco, good morning, and really appreciate the comments, man. Thank you. Thank you. I love doing the videos, and you guys make it, like, extra fun. Again, Bull, Dead. The Bull is tricky, but if you keep at him, he will send you those tokens. He will. But also, Dead, if you got those Slam NFTs earlier in the year, or you got the .slam, you're going to get tokens too, but you can stack them for sure this way. Drop you 5. Now, Slam is going to be a little harder to get. Slam's going to be a little hard because that's an ecosystem token. So Slam's going to be a little harder to get, but I still think you guys, doing the Bull thing, you might, I don't know, Christian, the Bull liked you. Okay. E-Rock, good morning. Anyway, smash the like, guys. Make sure you subscribe here to SlamX Official on YouTube, Crypto Slam IO on X. I will be streaming tomorrow and Sunday as well. I do that on my personal channel that's Inside NFT, so be aware. 7 days a week. 7 days a week we're coming at you here. Big announcement yesterday here in the home turf. You guys are probably familiar with SlamNet, right? We had a white paper out for this blockchain, a data link, bringing off-chain data on-chain, and that Slam token. Now Slam AI. All the AI stuff we were building before, now with agents, it just all comes together, makes perfect sense. So SlamNet is now Slam AI. And get ready over the next couple of weeks for this to really ramp up. That is very much tied to that doc I just dropped here in the chat. So be aware of that. So you can follow SlamAI_XYZ over on X. Check out SlamAI.xyz to see the light paper, guys. This will describe Slam Agent and Slam Chain and Slam.fun. Yes, an AI agent launchpad. There's some big stuff coming. If you're familiar with the AI ecosystem, you know how big of a deal this is. I don't have to tell you. I'm going to tell you a lot about it over the next probably week or so here. But you know what this stuff means out there to the rest of the space. It's not a small deal. Not a small deal. I'm excited. The Bull's still giving away his Bull tokens too, so you can follow him at the Bull AI. Tweet at him. He will tweet back at you. He will try to get you to answer some trivia, and if you do, we might send you some tokens. Again, that form will get you some tokens airdropped. So you got your pick. Do them both. Do none of it. It's up to you. Totally up to you. All right, man, let's get into some stories here today. Dude, I always read it as salami or something too. I do that all the time. Freaking salami. I do the same thing, man. Good Lord, anime coin. I mean, I'm going to zoom in so we can look at the good, and it's not a lot of it, right? When we streamed yesterday, anime coin looked like this, right? That was anime coin yesterday morning, looking good, looking strong. And it was really fun in the chat having people asking predictions. How high is it going to go? Do I buy now? Do I sell? And I don't want to answer that for people. I don't want to tell people to buy. I don't want to tell people to sell. I'm not giving financial advice. But I'm going to share my very honest thoughts about it. And those thoughts can change, and they will change. In fact, they should change. As we learn more, you should be changing your game plan and your positions. And it's why I like that this is always a 7 days a week stream. You at least hear my thoughts as they change and develop. And are they changing here? You know, to some degree they have to. Because this was anime yesterday. Right? This was anime coin yesterday. getting as high as what, 1.4, 1.5 bill market cap. To some degree, I'm questioning if this is the right one because, man, that price, look at what it's done since. Look at that. Absolutely demolished. Guys, brutal. Anime Coin is in a really, really tricky spot right now. $284 million market cap now. From 1.4 bill down to 284 mil. And what the hell happened here? I'm going to zoom out even more just to see. It's not a good look. It's not a good look, and I feel for anybody who's bag holding here. Doesn't mean this isn't going to bounce back and be an incredibly strong token. I think it's got a great chance at that. But this right here, right now, people are in a tricky spot if they're still holding this coin. In fact, if you're not holding the coin, this is when you start looking, is this the opportunity to get in? Is there going to be life? Volatility, yeah, they didn't announce anything. There was a small announcement I missed, but they didn't announce anything. And so why would a token's value go up when there's nothing that you can speculate on? Nothing. And so with that said, I think they got some news coming. They have to. They have to. Otherwise, I might argue that if they have no news coming, that project might be in big, big, big trouble. I think they got news coming, though. So right now, 284 mil market cap for Anime Coin. And here's your big problem here. When you look at that chart and you see that down-only action, the chart's telling the story. The story is big old whales are selling a lot of tokens, and honestly, that's the story. The biggest holders of that coin sold all their tokens. I mean, all of them, 100% of their tokens. Their biggest holders is at Lugis.eth. This guy had 30. How much did he have? He had 39. In fact, that's half of his supply. This guy had like 80 million tokens, dumped half of them. Beanwhale.eth. How much did he have? He had 71 million tokens, dumped all of them. Thorvault.eth had 65 million tokens. He still got them. That's our one hodler. He had a few wallets, it looks like, too, possibly. Dingaling.eth. You guys know the name Dingaling. If you don't, you should. An OG NFT whale. Big-time crypto guy. Very rich. Probably one of the richest guys in this space. Although I think there's a lot of guys now who are very rich and we don't know their names. They're very anonymous. But there's Dingaling. Had, 54 million anime tokens, sold all of them. 100%. 100% of those tokens gone. Christian 2022, same story, dumped 100% of his tokens. You can see that just throughout that list, those top holders gone, exited their Anime Coin. That might mean what? The bottom is in? If those top holders are out, does it have that much further to fall? Now, doing a little more digging here, and a shout out to Confusion who did that legwork, at least put this on my radar. Dingaling is a guy I pay attention to. He's a big Azuki holder too, so did he lose faith in the project entirely? Is he out? He sold his tokens for sure. We know that. But did he dump his NFTs? And the answer is no. So on OpenSea, we go to Dingaling.eth's profile here. The guy's got 500 Azuki still. And as far as I could see, he didn't sell any. So to some degree, I think that's bullish. I think to some degree, he's still betting on the future of Azuki. And that is a bet on Anime Chain too. So take that information how you will. Out of the fungible token, maybe didn't see a lot of life there. Still betting on Azuki via the NFTs. And it's fair to say, guys, sometimes these guys are dumping that token because, look, they just got a stimulus. That guy made millions. I think he made, let me check this again. I think he made like, is it right to say 6 mil? Yeah, 5 mil. Dingaling got a $5 million payday, and I know how these guys think. It's how we should be thinking. Can I grow that $5 million faster somewhere else than I can just letting it sit here? And the answer is probably yes. He could probably go dump that into Sol right now and probably 2x in the short term. Right? A lot of bullish talk about Solana. So he could probably go 2x his money in that. He could probably go degen into AI coins and see 3, 4, 5x's. Tell you what you're not going to see is, as of yesterday's price, you're not going to see a 10x. Right? We weren't going to go from a 1.4 bill market cap to a 14 billion market cap. That wasn't going to happen. Not going to 10x it, but could you 10x it in the next hot meme coin? Yeah. And so a guy like Dingaling makes sense. You dump it, you get into the new hot speculative stuff, you give yourself some powder to go play some of these other things. It makes a lot of sense. So you could argue that it's actually bullish, the price that Anime Coin is at now, because, man, those big guys are out. The dump happened. I don't know that it can fall much further. I really don't. Dead, by the way, I am still bullish. I will remain bullish on Naval. I don't think anything can change that, because I still think they got a solid product offering, and I still think they're going to get these tweets that I'm looking for. I'm going to remain bullish on Naval, because that's a bet on the broader AI ecosystem that I think has barely started. I still believe that. I think the AI stuff's barely started. But volatility, that's a good point. What do they know? Do they know there's nothing else coming? Peter, good morning, man. Do they know there's no news coming? We don't know. We don't know. But there is a bet on Azuki. He's holding those NFTs. By the way, that is also elementals too. So it's all the NFTs in that ecosystem. He's got 500 something between them all. He's still betting on them. I think there's some life still to that. I missed this yesterday. I saw it only this morning. So if we're looking for some news in that anime Azuki ecosystem, here is something. Okay, you can go to anime.com. By the way, they got these free sticker NFTs you can mint. Not as well, because you never know. But you can mint these stickers. You can now create an anime avatar, which I think is kind of cool. Reminds me of the Doodles. You can create your Doodles avatar, too. But you create your anime avatar. It is free. You got to sign up with your email address. Now, you can spend your anime tokens to collect a mystery can, and that can is traits for your avatar, and there's some stickers in this. Again, this reminds me a lot of Doodles and the packs you can buy. Those packs have traits. All right, they have a watch party for the new anime episode that's coming in February. We watched the trailer of it yesterday. Again, this reminds me a lot of Doodles. A lot of Doodles. Doodle Studio. You get early access to their animations, and you get the packs for traits, right? Very much the same thing. So I guess with that said, guys, Doodles didn't have any news beyond that, too, and we're talking about months ago, right? It still is, Doodles TV, Doodle Studio, place to watch stuff early, get the packs, get the traits, rinse and repeat, maybe. It does have me thinking a bit, and I'm going to pull up Magic Eden, because I said yesterday the play might be, when we were at a 1.4 bill market cap, the play might be rotating. Look at Azuki, by the way. Wow, down to 4 ETH. Ouch. But I said the play might be rotating to a Doodle. If Azuki's got a 1.4 bill market cap, people are going to be thinking Doodles are going to do the same thing. That changes. That completely changes now at a 280 mil market cap. I don't know if people are going to go dive into Doodles now. I don't know if they're going to, because now all of a sudden that looks a little different. Looks like the returns on the fungible token not quite the same. Maybe not worth it. Christian, is it confirmed that those whales sold their anime? So I had pulled up, I actually closed the tabs. I checked. It's actually a really, dude, you know what? That's a really good point, Christian, because I went to actually, maybe we could pull it up. I went to Dingling's wallet. To be fair, I can't tell. Like, I'm not great at reading the Explorer. It looked to me like he moved them. It didn't look like they were sold. That's a really, you know what, to be fair, because now that I put out that he sold it, I want to be accurate here. Arba, here's the thing, too. They didn't do themselves any favors launching an Arbitrum. I don't think that's a great move, but dingaling.eth. If you guys are better at reading Explorers, like, help out here then. He might have just moved him, and that's a really, really fair point here. He might have just moved him, actually. That'd be bullish. Okay, check this out. We're going to go to token transfers. Okay. This is definitely his wallet. Okay, let me find his anime transfer. Here we go. Anime coin. Okay. Here's his wallet out to here. The question is, what is this wallet? Like, is this an exchange? And I think this is actually an exchange or a DEX. I do. Because look at this. What you're seeing here is all these ins and outs of Anime Coin USD, right? I think this is a DEX. I don't know if this is Uniswap. Let's see if we can find this real quick. Again, I'm not great. Yeah, this is Uniswap. Okay. Yeah, I think he's selling this dude, right? So here's him getting some USDC. Getting his USDC. Here is Anime Coin from his address to this address, sending 14,000 Anime Coin. That address that it goes to is Uniswap. So it does look like he's selling there. But that said, I'm missing a piece here because he's not holding in his main wallet. It's not like he's got a ton of it's not like he's got a ton of USDC or he's got 4,000 bucks worth. This also, though, is looking at Arbitrum. Maybe he's already bridged it over to ETH. Because his wallet's got 17 million bucks in it. So you know what? Let's go to Etherscan. And let's peek at his balance on Etherscan. By the way, I'm going to try to be more efficient with time today and actually get through all the stories, but this is such an important story here. I've just been not leaving a ton of time. He's got 12 million bucks in Aave ETH. We're looking on the ETH side now. How's his USDC holdings? Yeah, I don't think he has any USDC. I do. It does look to me like he sold, though. Six hole. I haven't seen that image yet, by the way. I want to check. Vru, good morning. Hoods, you have a bunch of Trump NFTs in your wallet, like 30. Be careful, those are probably spam. Just a guess. Just a guess that that's spam. And then John, that AI to virus, the John McAfee or McAfee thing, I like it, actually. I think that might actually do okay. Okay, here's Dingling's holdings. 12 million bucks worth of Aave ETH. My gut tells me he's probably swapping that Anime Coin and then basically staking Aave ETH, right? Yeah, I don't think he has any. If he's got USDC, I don't think he's got a lot. We're going to sort this by value. Yeah, he doesn't have any USDC. So I think he's swapping for USDC on Arbitrum. And then I don't know how he's getting it back to the ETH side, if he even is. But I do think he's sold. I do think he's sold or swapped, right? Because that Anime Coin, he has no Anime Coin left in his wallet. All of it's going out to Uniswap. So I think that's pretty safe to say that Dingling did actually swap. Yep. Yeah, Christian. I think that's it again. I'm going to leave like this, 5% chance that I'm reading it wrong. I don't think I am, but there's a chance, right? I try to be very upfront. I'm not a expert on the tech side. I really get it. I can read it if I spend enough time. And I promise you everybody here gets it more than most people. But yeah, DeBank might be the platform you need for that research. Yeah, Coco, I like that. When I sit and spend time really looking, it's kind of like the Matrix. At first, it's just numbers and right. When you sit with it long enough, it does make a ton of sense, and it's not super hard. That said, guys, our SlamVision Explorers, I'll show you. I think you guys have seen it, but CryptoSlam's built these brand new Explorers. Look, this is a beta right now, but picture the way that you see CryptoSlam NFT data, but picture it applied to everything plus charts. This is just a beta now, but this new Explorer is going to give you a view into transactions on chain that you've never seen before. I am incredibly freaking bullish on this stuff. And yes, you'll be able to dive into wallets and follow these transactions, and it'll make sense in a way that, for me right now, it still doesn't on something like Etherscan. I find that really hard to read. But ethereum.slam.vision, if you made like a SlamVision account, or I should say grabbed a Slam domain, it's all tied together. Even the Bull, even Slam AI, it's all very, very connected. So you guys are already in the ecosystem if you're in any of that, but you probably do want to make sure you get an account on ethereum.slam.vision. We've got base.scan.vision and apechain.slam. We've got all of these coming. Sonium.slam.vision, EDU, all of them. There's going to be tons of these things. By the way, if anybody's new, just join in the chat. Scroll up in the chat. I dropped a link to a Slam pre-sale. You do not have to buy that stuff. You don't have to buy Slam. But if you sign up and provide your base address, via that form, you're going to get a bull airdrop. Bull token airdrop. And by the way, I think there's big news coming later today. As of right now, I think we're on track for a big announcement later today. So heads up about that. So Azuki, anyway, you see it at 4 ETH. That's wild. Does it dip further? It really could. Elemental's 0.3, Beans at 0.19. Really crazy. Look, man, we're waiting for some catalyst for all this to take off. I don't think that's far off. I don't, because we did get some really big news yesterday, guys. Before I get there, let me talk on this. I'll spend 30 seconds on this. There's a huge story yesterday. Huge rumors that the co-founder of Ledger, you guys know, like the security, the hardware wallet Ledger, crazy story that the co-founder was kidnapped, right? And there was I guess it was a $10 million ransom for this guy. Choina, just put in something blank there. Last name and country, but you can put in fake stuff. Yeah, you can, all bullshit. The only thing that needs to be right there is your base wallet, because that's where we're going to airdrop tokens to. That's the only thing you want to put in. Katz, good morning, man. Great to see you, brother. And Jeremy, good morning. So this was a rumor. Co-founder of Ledger kidnapped, $10 million ransom. And then we got news that, hey, it's fake. It didn't happen. No, guys, it actually happened. It's real. It actually happened. This guy was kidnapped. And it's so much worse than that, too. His wife was also kidnapped. I think this might be from their home. I don't know. Maybe this is where they were located. I don't know if this is just random photo, but the story is real. He was really kidnapped. 10 gang members kidnapped him. Absolutely crazy. And by the way, they cut off his finger. It's fucking crazy. I get a little scared sometimes that I'm not anonymous. I don't have money, so that's the good part. Nobody's going to kidnap me from get any money out of it. Ain't going to happen. But scary thing, a lot of these guys get really comfortable and forget how much money they might have. Some of these guys are sitting on generational wealth. They are. This Ledger guy, dude, he's got to be worth hundreds of millions. Just guessing. Some of these guys who are not anonymous, their faces out there, their names out there, they put out there how much they got. Dude, it's really dangerous. It's really scary. And so this dude kidnapped, finger cut off, ransom for $100 million. Look, they saved him. I don't think his wife has been saved yet, or at least for a while, she was still in danger here. So someone like CZ, he had put out a tweet. He actually removed it because he didn't realize she's not free yet. That's what it is. He said at the time he had tweeted this out, wife wasn't free. She is now. But what a crazy story, dude. And this is not the first time this has happened. It's not. By the way, you'll never know if I'm rich, hopefully. Hopefully I don't get caught up in excitement. If I'm ever rich, I'm going to play like I got nothing. You have to. You have to. Luckily, I can safely say right now, I'm definitely not rich. I definitely am right in the trenches with you guys, and I have very little. I hope some of you, that's not the case. I hope some of you got some big fat bags. I hope so. Hoods, I don't know anything about SafeMoon, to be honest. But yeah, man, be careful with how much money you say you have, especially if you're not anonymous. Be really fucking careful. It is a dangerous freaking world out there. Dangerous, man. Be so careful. All right, yesterday, historic day. It was truly, guys, fucking truly historic. All right, so the morning started out, and we started getting wind of this on the morning stream, but started out with these teases that big things were coming. Cynthia Loomis, senator from Wyoming, I believe, tweeting out big things are coming. Stay tuned for 10 a.m. And I know at least I'm like, okay, here's the Bitcoin strategic reserve. This is it. This is the moment. Even though people, I'm glad they were doing this, people were telling us, hey, dude, calm your ass down about strategic reserve. That ain't happening anytime soon. Like, that's not a thing you can just make happen. I saw that. It makes a lot of sense, and still, I'm full of hopium. I'm just thinking it's going to happen. But we get these tweets. I'm excited. I think a lot of people are excited about it. And you know what? It was big news. We did get big news here. And that big news being Cynthia Loomis officially appointed to the chair of the Senate Banking Subcommittee on Digital Assets. There's some steps that have to happen, some dominoes that have to fall before we get that strategic reserve. This is one of them. Getting leaders in place in the right committees to actually drive this new policy. We need that. We need it. So that's a great first step. I mean, that's not a small deal. That's a big, big, big deal getting her in that position here. But then Donald Trump yesterday at the World Economic Forum, he's speaking remotely, and he's making it very clear what the fuck is going to happen here in the States. And I'm sorry, I could not be more bullish. Let's check this out.
Reduce the cost of virtually all goods and services. It'll make the United States a manufacturing superpower and the world capital of artificial intelligence and crypto. My administration...
Over and over, he just keeps saying that. The world capital of crypto. AI, yeah, I mean, I love that too. I love that too. But yeah. We're the crypto capital of the world. I'm sorry, like, couldn't be more bullish on that. And already every indicator is we are heading that direction. Now, in the afternoon, we did get an executive order related to crypto, and this is giga bullish too. I'm going to play this clip here. But TLDR signed an executive order to create a strategic stockpile of not Bitcoin, this is incorrect, of digital assets, which I think is bigger, better than Bitcoin.
It is.
Yeah, this is the crypto EO. We're going to be forming an internal working group to make crypto, to make America the world capital in crypto under your leadership.
Which is really going up, right?
Absolutely.
His signature cracks me up.
David, that's for you. Thanks, sir. You find them exciting? They might not be exciting, but they're going to make a lot of money for the country.
Thank you, sir.
Damn right. Damn right. That's a big one, guys. That's a big one. Kind of like Cynthia Loomis in that new position. It's one of those things that has to happen on the way to getting that strategic reserve. And so the White House releases some official documents about this, what it means. We're not going to go line by line here, but it's great. It's protecting people's freedom to transact on blockchains, to have access to blockchains, citizens and the private sector, to use these tools. This very much reminds me, or to me, ties into even like the Silk Road story. Really, really special thing. I like this too. Michael Saylor, like, just gig excited about it because I think people see what this means, like what it's leading to. But little snippets here from DGen News. Shall evaluate the potential creation and maintenance of a national digital asset stockpile. We'll come back to that. And propose criteria for establishing such a stockpile, potentially derived from cryptocurrencies lawfully seized by the federal government through its law enforcement efforts. They're talking about here that stockpile being, for now, things we're already holding. Remember a few weeks ago, just a few weeks ago, we saw a judge clear the way for all this Silk Road Bitcoin to be sold. It was $6 billion worth. Well, guess what? That's not going to be sold now. I think this puts a pause on any type of selling of crypto assets. It means literally hold this shit. Now the United States is just going to hold it. This is totally separate from our own strategic reserve and us buying it. Right now, it's us taking the Bitcoin we already have and other cryptos and not selling it. It's just we got to hold it. That's our stockpile, at least the starting point. That's really, really bullish news. I like Punk6529, legend in this space. He is. He's one of those, like, just highly respected voices, and he's earned that over time. But him reading it, saying it's the single most impressive government document, order, guidance about crypto ever written, I agree. From what I've read over the years and what I've seen, I've never seen anything like this. It's every bit as big as he's saying it is. I'm stuck on digital assets too, by the way. I'm stuck on that term. Because to me, it's much more than Bitcoin. It means that strategic reserve can be anything. Hell, it could be that Trump token. It can be Doge. It can be NFTs. It can be all the above. It can be tokenized stocks, bonds, whatever, tokenized anything. Any type of security tokenized can be part of the strategic reserve. I think this executive order signed yesterday is way, way, way bigger than people are realizing. I know people are looking forward to just that term, strategic reserve. Bitcoin strategic reserve. This is bigger and this is better. So that executive order prohibits CBDCs, which is huge, central bank digital currencies, right? The government releasing some type of crypto or stable coin, which you know they're going to do that through some type of KYC. It's going to be used as a surveillance tool. to be used to potentially cut you off of your access to transact. Prohibit that. Whoever's advising him gets it. That should not exist anywhere here. We already have the coins. We don't need that. Establish that digital asset working group to build the regulatory framework. Yep. And evaluate a strategic reserve. That's what we're waiting for next, is the official strategic reserve being announced, and that's when we go buy that stuff. We buy crypto. Now, we also repealed SAB 121, which it didn't officially prohibit banks from custodying crypto. Instead, if they did custody it, they had to count it as a liability, which means they're not going to hold it. So that's really, really big, too, repealing SAB 121. Really, really big stuff yesterday. So, yes, now banks more officially can self-custody crypto. It's a really, really big deal here, guys. So, Cynthia Loomis coming out afterwards. This is actually after her appointment. She's like, okay, now we got the big shit rolling, but now it's going to take some work. We got to convince your legislators. We need their votes. It will take votes to get that strategic reserve. As she's saying, you need a majority in both houses. So we got to push and put the pressure on. And luckily, you've seen here in the States, more and more we're getting these crypto-friendly politicians here. We need that. We need their votes to vote on this Bitcoin strategic reserve. We get them. We get that strategic reserve. It's great. But that's what's coming next. Now, this is... I feel like this went a little under the radar yesterday, but it's a really big deal. In fact, I think one of the biggest stories out of yesterday... We've got a new crypto czar. We do. It's crazy, but we have a crypto czar. David Sachs, talking about NFTs and meme coins yesterday and what they are and maybe kind of what they're not. This is incredibly bullish. For everything we're into, I'd say we're primarily into NFTs and meme coins, right? Check this out.
Is crypto an asset or a currency then?
Well, when you're talking about digital assets, it can be multiple things. I mean, you've got digital assets that are securities. You've got digital assets that are commodities. You've got digital assets that are collectibles, like NFTs or meme coins. So, you're talking about a whole vast area of innovation. And so digital assets can be a number of different things. And that's why you need a clear regulatory framework that says, which areas are which. What are the definitions? And that's what founders need. Founders just need clarity around those definitions. They need to know what the rules of the road are so that they can abide by those rules and be confident that if they succeed in the United States, they're not going to get arbitrarily prosecuted.
So all we've been asking for is clarity. It's like what the CyberKongs asked for. And even the CyberKongs did everything by the books, and they still got by the SEC. But you heard what he said there, guys. NFTs and meme coins are not securities. They're collectibles. That's crazy. That's what we need. That's clarity we need from people in these positions of power saying that these things are not securities. NFTs are not securities. Meme coins are not securities. I love that. Who wouldn't? But, man, that is a big deal. Murray, good morning, man. That's a really, really, really big deal. So, again, our crypto czar saying NFTs and meme coins should be classified as collectibles, meaning you're not paying taxes on those guys. It's not a security. There's no capital gains taxes on NFTs and meme coins, as it should be. Dude, we got the right people in the right places here. We really do. This is why I'm so optimistic on what's coming. It's why I think nothing's priced in. The price right now is betting on a bull market with things the way they were. Nothing is the way it is anymore. We are waiting for those official regulatory changes. We're waiting for those to actually happen and be implemented. And then I think the speculation really, really starts. Regardless, we looked at charts yesterday, right? Showing where we're at in the cycle, comparing it to previous cycles, comparing it to, where we're at usually post-halving, and everything is lined up that we start cooking very close to now. What you're seeing this January is really normal. Like, we're up pretty big, but yet we haven't felt that parabolic thing happen yet. Haven't really felt it yet, have we? But it's coming. It comes every cycle, every bull market, and especially after every halving, something parabolic happens. We haven't had that yet. And then add on to that everything that's happening here in the United States, man, not priced in. Interesting story here. MicroStrategy facing a potential multi-billion-dollar tax bill. $18 billion in unrealized gains. This has a lot to do with what's going on here in the States and these new rules and regulations. There's talk, and this is probably going to happen, by the way, that you will not pay capital gains taxes on this stuff. That's spicy. Add on to that talk, rumors that Trump is considering getting rid of the, federal income tax. I've even heard rumors of getting rid of the IRS. I can't imagine that happens. But we did create, this is official now, the External Revenue Service. Combine that with this talk of getting rid of federal income tax, man, there's something happening here. There's definitely something happening. It's a where there's smoke, there's fire kind of thing. And you can just tell that there's something going on where they are prepping for a new way to build your economy, a new monetary system. Something's coming. Something's changing. We'll be right on top of it here. All right, I'm hearing Bitcoin's pumping thanks to you guys. Let's peek at that. And we are up a little bit. Looks decent here. Bitcoin getting close to 106K. I love that. ETH 3,400. Solana 269. Looking good, man. Solana's not far from its all-time high here, up 7% in the past 24 hours. Good-looking stuff. Ripple 319. And where's BNB? 690. It's looking good. Looking good all around here, guys. ETFs yesterday looking at Bitcoin, 188 million inflows. Okay day. Just okay. It's not bad. We'll take it. On the ETH side, outflows, 14.9 million in outflows yesterday. Keeping our eye on that, man. That's, I don't know. We're seeing a lot of new people come to crypto via ETFs. We'll see that reflected in those flows. Binance Labs. This is CZ. CZ, who doesn't work for Binance anymore, guys. He can't, right? Remember, he went to prison recently. And part of that court order is he can never again work for Binance, but Binance Labs was his, I believe. Now renamed YZI Labs. Easy? Oh, is that Easy? Easy Labs? I think that's what that is. I like that a lot. But this is now turning into something that's got a broader scope. Right? Their investments now include Web3, AI, biotech. Web3, it's crypto, yes, but it's also NFTs. So expanding that scope, that nice rename, I like that. I like that. And this is what CZ said he'd be doing, is mentoring startups. So this is him actually doing what he said. I like this guy. How do you not like CZ? Just a gangster, one of the best dudes in this space, you know? 6-hole Canada's going to get fucked by the ERS. Yeah, dude, I mean, it's really freaking interesting, right? It's interesting what that ERS is going to be and what it's going to do, and if that does, in the States at least, alleviate pressure on us, taxes. At others' expense, maybe. It's going to be interesting. By the way, Solana is going to cook. It is. Man, the Trump token just highlighted the demand that we're going to need for Sol, right? On-chain yesterday. This is on-chain. This is not like a DEX price. On-chain yesterday, the price of Sol spiked to $450. Yeah, I think Solana is going to do something silly here. I hear all kinds of talk that Solana flips Ethereum. That is not crazy. That's not crazy. Now it's going to take some work to get there, but Ethereum's on a downtrend. Solana's going the total opposite way. Look at this. Solana, $131 billion market cap. ETH, $412 billion. But, man, there absolutely could be a flippening here. Basically a 3x gets Solana right at the Ethereum levels. Is that possible? Better believe it's possible. Is it likely? I'm kind of starting to think, yeah. Solana might be a hell of an investment here. And I know a lot of guys who are in Solana at $10, $20, whatever. I faded Solana early. One of the biggest mistakes in my life. And by the way, don't hang on to those kind of feels. Don't. Because, man, just as sure as there was a Solana that came about and cooked and people will change their lives with it, there will be a next thing, and a next thing, and a next thing, and a next thing. It's going to happen. There's a lot of big opportunities out there. They're not going to stop as the whole world's being flipped on its head. And when that happens and the flow from whatever here to crypto, you're going to see a lot more things like Solana. You're going to see a lot of new cryptos. I mean, this top 10 is not going to look the same. Even you expand out to the top 20, it's not going to look the same. There's nothing but opportunity here for new coins to come in, new platforms, new whatever to come in and become top dog cryptos. That is going to happen. Really, really exciting time here, guys. A couple other quick updates, then on to NFTs. Fartcoin. Fartcoin getting a listing on Kraken. Love to see that. Kraken is taking this opportunity where Coinbase is really slow to listing stuff. And so far, Binance listings have not been great for tokens. Kraken coming in and maybe saving the day here. So getting Fartcoin listing, I do think that's spot trading. It's a pretty big deal. Fartcoin might be the coin of this cycle. Dave Portnoy might be launching a meme coin. Look, dude, if Portnoy launches an official like pizza token, game over. I think if Portnoy launches a pizza token, you're looking at all of a sudden a Trump level token. I mean that. Depends on the tokenomics. Maybe it's not getting to 70 bill, right? Maybe it doesn't see a 70 bill FTV, but do you think a pizza token from the pizza guy sees like a $20 billion market cap? I think so. I definitely think so. So we got to keep our eye on Portnoy, who is an NFT, or excuse me, a crypto trader. He's fucking awesome. How does that not cook? So watch out for that. There are all kinds of fake Portnoy tokens right now. Be aware of that. Keep your eye on his account if he ever launches a token, right? I think he's going to do it. I think it cooks. And I think if you're early to that, I think you eat. All right, on to the NFT market. 36.8 mil in cross-chain sales yesterday. Love it. Big numbers. Unique sellers down, unique buyers down, pretty down actually as far as like activity. Transactions almost flat, down slightly. Average sale price up big. This is the big Azuki dumps. This is it, the big old Azuki dumps. And without seeing it here, I'm just going to predict we're probably going to see big losses yesterday, right? Those Azukis were what, 10, 11 ETH? And they're down to 4 ETH now, so probably people taking a big hit there. Let's see. There, yep, exactly. That's a huge day of losses here. 4.4 million in the negative for trade profits. Again, guys taking a big old hit on those Azukis. They got their tokens. They dumped the tokens. They made their money there. You take a loss on the Azuki NFT. Hopefully it offset, the tokens offset it. Hopefully you still end up being up. If not, some people are just cutting their losses. Probably broke even, maybe even down. I'm hoping it worked out for them. But this is very normal with these big airdrops. Expensive NFTs, you got to dump them and get out and on to the next thing. Very, very normal. Not shocked to see that. It's why we said before we saw it. It's what we were expecting. And that's carrying over to right now. Still people dumping those Azukis at a loss. 1.7 mil in the negative there today. Now that'll stabilize. We're going to head to another phase where people are profitable on NFTs, but Azuki's driving this all today. Now those losses people are occurring. It's driving up sales volume. So you see 9.4 mil in Azuki sales. That's the top collection here. Followed by Elementals, also big volume. We got the Pudgy Penguins, D-Market, Beans, CryptoPunks, Doodles, Milady, Lil Pudgies, and the Bored Apes round out your top 10 here. Nothing surprising here, but yeah, really, really big volume. And I wonder if next it's, Pudgy's moving back up. It's Doodles moving back up. People rotate to that ahead of their token. And what we're really going to start seeing next week, it's a big week, guys. Abstract Chain and Barachain both live next week. Those are going to be really hot NFT ecosystems. I think a lot of the ETH volume is going to flow over there. In fact, I still think that we're going to see a day, and maybe days, where Abstract Chain flips Ethereum, where Abstract Chain is the number one blockchain by NFT sales volume. I really think we're going to see that. And then it's a question of how long does it flip for? Can it maintain that action? The same dudes trading on Ethereum, like the Culture, the Whales, those guys, they're all going to Abstract. Guarantee that's happening. Content's going to be over on Abstract. I'm going to try to stream on Abstract from day one. If I can figure out the right way to do that, and I'll keep you guys posted, if I can get this daily show on Abstract, I'm going to do it because, guys, you will earn their token, their ABS token, if you stream over there. So I'm going to do my best to get my ass over there. I want to make some money. I really would love to. So, yeah, I'm going to try to stream over there. Does that mean I'm not streaming on YouTube? That I don't know yet. I don't know, but that's the goal, is streaming over there. But the call here, the prediction is Abstract flips Ethereum, and that might be as soon as next week. And Barachain is going to be so hot, I won't be shocked to see Barachain maybe do that. I do think Barachain can get to number 2, though. There's hot mints over there like, Steady Teddies. There's some mints over there that people are calling are going to be top 10-ish NFT collections. Steady Teddies is that collection. So Barachain, we could see top 1, top 2. It's going to be spicy. Mohammed, about Anime Coin, it's looking rough, dude. It's looking rough. In fact, I do want to peek back at it. But Anime Coin down to, 280 mil market cap. I mean, this took a huge hit. 1.4 bill yesterday, down to 280 mil right now. It's rough. And Mohammed, if you're just new, catching the stream right now, I'm going to drop some links for you guys, by the way. I'm going to drop an airdrop link for you guys. Let me get that queued up. But TLDR with Anime Coin, the whales sold. The top holders, the whales of Azuki, dumped their tokens. Look at this list. Lugis, Bean Whale, Thorvalt's holding, but Dingaling is the one we've been looking at. They dumped their tokens. All of it. Millions of dollars worth. They dumped it. That is this right here. These guys dumped those fucking tokens. They're out. Guys, really tough. Do you sell it? It's a great question. Again, like yesterday where I can't tell people to buy because nobody knows. I still think Kazuki's got news coming. Right? Yeah, I think if you're selling now, you're selling the bottom. 280 mil feels very low for something like this. I still think they have news coming. I do. I think they got news coming. And if news comes and now the whales are out, that sell pressure's gone. Man, yeah, let me drop that link. And it's not a bother, Murray. I meant to drop that. Guys, let me rewind a little bit, but anybody who's just joined, I'm going to get back to Anime Coin too in a sec, but anyone who just joined, we announced yesterday afternoon that SlamNet is now reborn as Slam AI. You've seen our bull agent. If you haven't seen it, man, go check him out too. He is giving away for free his tokens. AI agent giving away his tokens. That's not going to last much longer. Although Randy did say yesterday there will be ways you can still earn from him. But I'll tell you what, get it while you can right here. Soon the game is going to change. So Slam AI agent launchpad. Yes, guys, a launchpad. You see the launchpads out there, virtual. What is it, a $3 billion market cap? You've seen what these launchpads do. You've seen how people speculate on it. It's crazy. Yes, we're building a launchpad. Yes, we have an agent, and I think our agent is better than most out there. He's not AI XPT level yet, but he has access to data that nobody else has. We built a personality into him that I haven't seen anywhere. He might be an asshole, but the point there is to show that the personality matters. These agents having some flavor, right? Them having a personality really does matter, that they're memorable. And this guy's memorable for being a dick. You can make him memorable for all kinds of reasons. The proof is, or the example here is, that the personality matters, and we're showing you we know that it matters. We can build that too. So the Bull AI is still giving out his tokens. I'm going to drop you guys a link right now so you can get some free Bull tokens. I sound so shilly, and I don't mean to. It's like part of my voice. But it's also my conviction because I understand this, and I believe it, and I know what we're doing here. Okay, the Bull is the first agent in an ecosystem that's being built. Again, that ecosystem is Slam AI. Launchpad, slam.fun. He's the first agent. His token's Bull. You can get Bull. I'm going to airdrop it to you guys. Okay, here's the form. While you're filling this out or before, listen up. You do not need to put your real name. You do not need to put your real address. You can put everything fake there. I'm not trying to collect that because I don't care. This was meant for investors, guys. But we're going to airdrop Bull tokens to your base address that you put here. So put all bullshit info there. You do not have to buy Slam token. You don't have to. I will say the Slam token is going to be the token of the launchpad, though. It's worth knowing that. If you like those AI launchpad plays, again, virtuals, waifu, something like ARC, those things, I got to be careful what I say, but me as a trader, I trade those and they cook. Virtuals, $3-4 billion market cap. I don't know what it's at right now, but we're talking in the billions. And the top agent's AI XBT, 700 mil. Sorry, but the Bull is going to compete with AI XBT. He is. He's going to have a terminal. He's going to be trading. He's going to be cooking. But the launchpad, slam.fun, and then Slam agent, and then the Slam blockchain. Slam is the token that will power that. That's what the form is for. Again, that was for people on certain of our lists. And again, partners, investors. We're going to use it for you. I'm not putting this out on X. This is for you guys. We're going to airdrop that Bull token, the AI agent, the Bull. We're going to airdrop that token to you guys. Just need your base address there. Everything else, fake it. And that said, I think there's some spicy news coming today. Literally today. And if there's a slight delay, I'll keep you posted. But there's something spicy coming today. You want to... It's hard. I don't know if I can tell you, but you might want to get some Bull token. And I'll point this out too. I'm just looking out for you guys. Like, if you're new, you don't know if I'm being genuine or not. You guys who've been around know, like, I'm here because I'm part of the community with you guys. So I'm trying to, like, share. I'm not trying to take it. You know what I mean? I hope that comes across. And I'm always trying to be careful of that because I think reputation matters a lot in this space. Since the bull belongs to the Slam Foundation, will bull holders be eligible for Slam airdrops at TGE? Slam is coming really soon, guys. Launchpad details, all that coming soon. Slam the token for that. Are bull holders getting Slam? I just highlight that. I'm just highlighting that. There's no comment. But that to me is spicy. I think of what I would do if I were in control. And you know. But what if you want Slam token? Do you have to KYC? That's a good question. I don't know. There is going to be a pre-sale. I don't know. I would assume you might have to KYC for Slam pre-sale. If you're getting an airdrop, and I don't know if you are, but if you're getting an airdrop, I think that doesn't matter then. If there is, in theory, and I don't know that there is, I'm not saying this is happening. If there's an airdrop of Slam token to bull holders, I don't think that is KYC stuff. Again, I don't know. I'm not involved in anything of that. So I don't know. And are there countries, I've not heard any of that stuff, Sixhole, so I don't know the pre-sale. I can tell you this. When the Slam pre-sale happens, we'll definitely have tweets and posts about it and all those details, you know? Yeah, now, E-Rock, that's a good point. The biggest thing I can say is whatever we're doing here, CryptoSlam's been around since 2017. You guys have known me now in this space for 4-ish years, 5-ish years. And I'm doxxed. You know me. There's no rug. You guys, unlike most of these other AI agents and projects and whatever you see out there, they're totally anonymous. You never know. You never fucking know. And a lot of them are rugs. And a majority of them don't know how to build. And almost all of them have no data. And they don't understand how they even get it data. They're using other launch pads. This is different. So yes, you don't have to worry about rug at minimum. And the flip side of that is, the good part is,